quart or two. I said, Geneva, just give it up. I'm like that. Who was that in the election? The other one was so far ahead of him, he just threw his hands up in there and let it go. So that's why about quart or two, I just threw my hands up in there. I'm through with you.
Who y'all playing?
What were we playing? Where? In there, on the kitchen table. Everybody else had done gone to bed.
Oh, Lord, Wendy's in there?
Oh, yeah. Wendy's in there.
What are you going to do if you look out that window and you see about a hag-headed man?
I don't know, but last night I thought I heard a hag-headed man. No, I told him, I said, I ain't going to listen to a word you say tonight. And you started about them hag-heads. I got and I did. I woke up during the night and I heard something. And you know how you wake up and in a strange place and I jumped up and Geneva said I hollered. I don't think I did, but she let them like I did, you know. But I was dreaming something, and it seemed like there was a little old boy run through the house or something. And I reckon I thought I ought to catch him and see what he's doing.
He had a little boy.
Did he? Well, he's chasing after him, I guess. And
well, whatever you do, don't dream of a hog without a head.
a hog without a head. Well, Lord, I hope not.
You know what happens if you dream of a hog without a head?
No, I'm afraid to ask.
Well, for the next 3 nights, you'll have horrible, horrible dreams about things without a head on them. And the hog is symbolic of that.
So you have to dream of being a hog.
No, you don't dream of being a hog.
You said dream of a hog without a head?
Yeah. If you have a dream like that, then the next 3 nights that you dream will be horrible. They'll be horrible dreams. They'll be nightmares.
Usually when I hit that bed, I'm sound asleep and I don't wake up. I'm a sound sleeper all night long.
Well, he'll wake you up.
But let me tell you what, I told him too. I said thought I was going to freeze to death. And I know there was blankets over there in that closet, but there was no way I was going to open that closet door and get me a blanket out. I told Geneva, I said, I'll just freeze to death. I ain't opening that closet door after you tell me what you saw something down in there and all that. And I thought, there ain't no way I'm opening that closet door. I'll freeze to death before I
It
get
wasn't that big. It's a little old snake about that long.
Well, I'm not really afraid of a snake. Honestly. Now, if you said a rat, Lord, I'm terrified of rats. Oh, I'd rather run up on a snake than I was a rat.
I don't know if there's any rats around here. Snakes.
When we not long after we married, we lived upstairs in our big house over with Mama and them, and had the kitchen up there. And I reached up in the kitchen cabinet one day to get a plate down, a bowl. It was a bowl, is what I reached up there to get. And I reached up to get that bowl, and I felt something when I remember that bowl. There was a big snake crawled up in that bowl, in my kitchen cabinet up there. But he happened to be a big old cow sucker, they call it, you know. And Rodney said, well, if it was a cow sucker, there ain't no rats around, you know, because you know they're scared of rats, you know. I said, well, I'd rather been the snake as a rat. I can't take a rat. A mouse don't bother me. You know how some women will just act like they scared to death of a mouse? A mouse don't bother me, but boy, you let me see a rat and I'm gone.
What's a difference?
I don't know. And I was telling Dennis and them, I said, I'm kind of about a rat like I am a bull. I am scared to death of a bull. And it's all your fault.
How's it your fault?
It's your fault, not Jim's. And to this day, I mean, honestly, you ain't going to get me nowhere around. If I think there's a bull anywhere around that, I ain't. When
we used to have a bull down there.
I know. You know where the old bull was at down there on that creek when Boo and them lived. We went to school, and we had to cross this fence and go across the pasture, walking to school, you know. And there was no bull in that pasture, you know. And I'd walk just as close to that fence as I could get. And then, of course, him trailing right along behind me every step I made. What's that bull? Here comes that bull. What's that bull? There it is. And I went over that fence a million times, and that bull nowhere in
Just trying to
sight.
protect you.
He's trying to tell you to watch the bull, that's all.
And I mean, honestly, today, I ain't scared to death of a bull. I believe you turned me loose in the field with a bull and a rat, and I'd get as well.
You could outrun them both.
Yeah, I'd either outrun them both, or my heart would just quit on me right there on the spot, and I'd just drop over. Because I
We used to have a big old bull when I was a kid, I don't know, second, third grade. I was little though. That's the meanest thing.
Oh,
I was scared to death of that thing. And if you just walk on by, it wouldn't bother you.
Wouldn't bother
As
you.
soon as you started running, it'd come at you. I had to run, boy.
I don't even like to look at a picture of a bull. Just see a picture of one in a magazine. I just want to tear it all to pieces. Man, you scarred me for life, I'm telling you. You have more ways than one.
Remember the time you was pushing Electa in that little buggy, pushed her off that hill?
Yeah, I remember pushing that little thing over that hill and thinking we killed her. I mean, we did. We both thought we had killed her.
That's what's wrong with her.
Yeah, that's what we said.
That's
what it is,
You
Jim.
probably thought I'd tell Alexa. I know what's wrong with her.
A little
There's
buggy.
something wrong with her.
And see, of course, Raymond is 7 years older than Lecter, and I'm 8 years older than
Yeah.
Lecter. And we
That
had,
way.
yeah,
You're how much older?
you're 7.
You're 9 years older than she is.
You're not, I ain't but 8 years. I ain't but a year older than you.
You're 2 years older than me.
We ain't getting into this. I told you I was sent at the foot of the bed the night you was born, so now I was there, so. I know exactly when you was born.
I wasn't even born in a bed.
No, come think of it, there's a little cot.
That's exactly
There's
right.
a little cot behind the stove.
That's right.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cindy, no kidding. We had her in this buggy.
And
we
we
was
did.
we was playing with her. Now, he was right along
No,
with her.
Ethel was the one
As a matter
pushing
of fact, he pushed me and I pushed her, and we all went down over the hill. And we went down over this little hill, and then we crossed the road, and the ditch was over there. And we went down the little hill and crossed that road and over into that ditch. And poor little Lecter, she fell completely out of the buggy. The she was laying in the ditch. And me and him both were screaming, "Oh, we've killed her, we've killed her, we've killed her."
How old was she?
No, she was little. I mean, I'd say months old. You know, maybe 8 or 9 months old.
Oh, she's older.
No, remember she was in a little buggy. She couldn't have been. She couldn't have been too much old. She was in
That's a
a
big old buggy. Big old wheels.
Anyway, she was a baby. Put it that way. Bless her heart. We thought we killed her. And then one day we was out playing kick the can. Did you ever play kick the can, Jim?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we was playing kick the can. And Raymond kicked the can, and it hit me, and I've got the scar right up here. It hit me right there in the forehead. All I was bleeding blood. And he went screaming toward the house, and back then he called me BB, and I called him DD. And he went running to the house. "Oh, Mommy, I've killed BB. I've killed her. I've killed her." And then I went running toward the house, and that blood just all coming all down my face. It was hard to kick
That was
that.
Garnet Hatfield did that one.
No, that was you that did that. Garnet Hatfield didn't. You and Garnet Hatfield pushed me through the storm door, or the screen door down in Dingle Flossie's.
I believe his Chubb did that kick that can.
You kicked that can down and got a scar right there, proved right up on my head. He'd do things like that, and then he'd be sorry for it later, you know.
Yeah, Chubb's always apologizing for something.
That was Mary's foot, wasn't it?